Morning there, everybody. Back on Substead, Florida. So I was going to show you one more little piece of our system within systems here. This is our compost bin. So I had one of these, not the same one, it was just a vertical one. I don't know, a couple years ago. Got it for free from a guy. Worked for a while, but it was kind of falling apart a little bit when I got it, and well, it kept falling apart, and finally ended up having to chuck it. So I picked this one up. It's a Canadian company. It's on Amazon. I think it was about 70-80 bucks, and so far so good. So the reason I'm trying to compost some stuff is, that way we can save on having to buy soil, because again, it's a system of systems, right? And all these little 1% here and 2% there, they add up and make a big deal. So I figured, why not buy a compost bin? Worst comes to worst, I could probably sell it for 40-50 bucks and make most of my money back. And in the meantime, hopefully we got a bunch of cool stuff. So I'm gonna open this thing up. It's got 2 chambers. So actually, you can see the second one over there is empty. We're just filling the first one right now. And this is not the first time I'm putting stuff in it, obviously, right? Put in coffee grounds. We eat a lot of fruit in our house, so all our leftover fruit, little snacks and stuff. We had some tortillas that got a little old, started to crust over, stuff like that. And a compost bin is pretty easy. All right, so all you do is you take all your scraps and you just throw them in. That's it. I will say, pineapple, you want to dice it up a little bit. All right, because otherwise it can get unbalanced, at least with a rotating one like this. The pineapple tops you can throw in there. I have a few back there in the back of the yard that I've planted and have been growing for years and years. Honestly, I just don't really care to plant this one because we back up to a conservation area, hence the substeading. And every time I plant something, it grows. I get a pineapple on top of it. Something comes in from the conservation area and eats it about a few days before I'm supposed to harvest it. So anyway, the rest of this little stuff, I'm going to pick this up, and this is just in some trash container I was going to throw out. And we dump it all in there. And there's a whole bunch of cantaloupe, strawberry tops, like I said, all kinds of goodies in there, all right? So I'm going to close this up. And then what I like about this big rotating one is I'm going to give it a spin to kind of sift everything around. And you want to spin it every couple days. So, Wheel of Fortune, here we go. There we go. Kind of gets everything moving. It's got some gunk dripping out of it, which is pretty gross. Pretty sure I just got that all over my hand, but it's going to turn into nice, tasty compost. And look, now it mixes it all up. So you can throw any kind of organic anything in there. We'll give this one more spin, too, to try and get some of this junk off of it and rebalance it a little bit. I will also tell you, because the video doesn't do it any justice, if you have a compost bin, it stinks after a while, especially when you spin it. This thing smells like somebody puked in it. But it's what we do. Like I said, system of systems. Try and save a few bucks here and there. And, once you hit the bin, or you could just dig a hole and throw all the stuff in, whatever. Doesn't cost you anything. Also, ideally, this is going to turn into some great topsoil. I will say one advantage to having one that's on the ground, not rotating like this, is that you could get some worms and put worms in it, and that'll help break things down a lot. All right. Well, thanks a lot for checking out Substead, Florida. See you next time.